Welcome to Make Shit Happen. This is 3 Minute Thursday, episode number 127. Richard Branson, the man, the legend, said business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. Man, that is so true. Business, sometimes I feel like, hey, I missed out on something. And I'm like, man, there was this great opportunity, but it just didn't feel right, right? And if it doesn't feel right to you, and that's just how I am, right? If it's just not talking to me, if I'm not getting the right feeling, I might let go of it. And like before, I used to beat myself. I'm like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done this. And then 4 or 5 years later down the road, I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't do that. So it's just like, sometimes you just got to listen to your instinct, because if you miss on something, it's okay. You can't beat yourself too much, because now there are going to be some golden opportunities that you're going to miss, like me. I mean, I wish I would have bought some cryptocurrency. I wish I would have bought some Bitcoins, man. Even when they were at $9,000, and then when they crashed to $3,000, wish I would have bought like 10 of them, right? I wouldn't have to worry about anything right now. I would have bought it at I would have bought 10 at $4,000, $40,000 today. I would be sitting Gucci at $570,000. I mean, but it's okay. You know what? You can't beat yourself at it. I mean, there's always a next one coming. You just got to be ready for it. And, someone says that opportunities, the opportunities come once in a while. And whenever, you got to make sure that you set yourself up for that opportunity, that when it does come and when opportunity does knock on your door, just be ready to go in. All in for it, because it's strange, right? Sometimes people don't realize that you just got to set yourself up. You got to position yourself that you are there to take advantage of the opportunities, and that's one thing that I've been fortunate enough. I mean, I've set myself up. I've made a lot of mistakes in my past, and I mean, like I tell everybody, I could have had 3 Harvard degrees, room, board, tuition, everything, right? All the mistakes, the value of the mistakes I've made, like the money I end up losing. But what did I learn in business, right? I learned in business, number one, that I got to save money, because you got to save money, because you never know when the rainy days are coming. You got to keep your overhead low. That's another lesson that I learned. What does that mean? To keep your overhead low. Well, if you're making $100,000, don't live to the $100,000 standard. Live to $70,000 standard, okay? Because you got to make sure you're saving that money. If there's people who they have a good month and they go spend all. Well, there might be 3 bad months coming right behind it. Don't spend it all. Wait, So people do that kind of stuff sometimes. So that's one lesson that I learned. Keep your overhead low. Save the money. Keep your overhead low. And the third one that I learned in my time in business is, man, show up to work every day, because the business will not run if you are not there. It doesn't work when there's no ownership. There's no accountability. And you got to be there, because you care more about your business than anybody in your organization do. Now, I mean, granted, you do get some good people that do care about it. But majority of the people, they want a leadership. They want a leader. They want someone to be there present. They want someone to be there. And it's very important. You got, and I mean, one thing, I was on a conference call, I was listening, and there are people who don't know their numbers. You got to know everything about your business. How many people are coming in the door? How much money you're spending on advertisement? How much money you paying on rent? How much are you up, this month versus last month? Why are you down? What is not working? What kind of sales are you having? What kind of events are you doing? What kind of profit margins you have? How much is your inventory? All that stuff got to be known by you. So pay attention to your business. Pay attention to your business, or your business is not going to pay attention to you. If you're not faithful or loyal to your business is not going to be faithful or loyal to you. And you have to grow your business, because when you're not growing, you're dying. Okay? And you cannot grow if you're not saving the money. You cannot grow if you're not keeping your overhead low. You cannot grow if you're not present in your business. You cannot grow if you're not loyal and faithful to your business. So all that thing adds up to one thing. How good you want to do in business all depends on you, depends on your discipline, and depends on your your commitment to your business. So be committed, put in time, show up, and know your business. Because if you don't know your business, nobody's gonna know it for you. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening to this 3-Minute Thursday. And I appreciate you listening. If you like this, share it with a friend, coworker. Nobody pays us for this. So, we just want to make sure that we do it as a service. Please share this podcast. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you are, please subscribe to this podcast. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate us and review us. Your rating and reviewing is very important to us. Now go out there and let's make shit happen.